Just 1 minute. I need to brand my candidates. Sindio? Na hii media kunanga gender balance. Oh, hi. How are you?
Kuna wawili.
Huh? There are only 2, but that's not media. Here's your media.
Oh, there is only 2.
That's a member of the party.
Okay.
Yeah, you can socially distance. You know, this is your ceremony. So you need to.
It's a 5 minutes to end.
So, I'm to call up and just tell him that the guy is not coming.
All my material went So the drill is so you speak, we introduce, and then we give the certificate, and then we give him a chance to say it.
Okay. Haya. Iko mzuri ama kofia imeharibu? Kofia imeharibu? Haya. Unajua watu wanakuanga na maneno yao.
Hata mimi nimeharibu.
Wewe ukikuja kuongea ndio utatoa. Thank you very much members of the press. I want to welcome you to Chungwa House this afternoon. We have a brief ceremony and we hope to be done in not more than 10 minutes. With me here is the National Elections Board. We have Mheshimiwa Tairo, he's a commissioner. I've seen Madam Awita, she's here. The chairperson of the board, Mheshimiwa Catherine Muma. This is our OCS for Chungwa House, the executive director of the party, Honorable Doro Ngwen. And of course, the candidate, Mr. Oimeke, will be formally introduced by the chair of the board. So having introduced you and welcomed you, I want to hand over to the chair of the board to conduct the rest of the ceremony. We will then invite the candidate to say a few words, and then I will come back to deal with any questions that you might have as members of the media. Thank you very much. Karibu, Madam Catherine.
Thank you, SG. On behalf of the National Elections Board, today we have the ceremony to hand over the certificate to Mr. Robert Pavel Oimeke, who is the ODM candidate for Bonchari. Now, just to report that we, as usual, once IEBC advertised the vacancy in Bonchari and called for political parties to submit the names of their candidates, ODM sent out a notice on 5th March 2021 asking members of the party who are interested in vying on our ticket to apply. And by closure of Thursday 11th March, we had 3 applicants: John Billy Momanyi, Robert Pavel Oimeke, and David Ogega Oyugi. We did our analysis, our vetting, as is our process. And in that vetting, we found that Mr. Oyugi's membership was not legitimate because he ran as an independent in 2017 and he had not re-registered back as a member in accordance with our rules and regulations. So we had John Billy Momanyi and Robert Pavel Oimeke, and our next step was to attempt a consensus building among the two candidates, and together with engaging consultants to help us do a ground analysis on how Bonchari looks like for an ODM candidate. Now, after a combination of the consensus building among the two candidates, between the two candidates, and a mediated consensus, as an ODM party, we settled, having weighed all issues, all the concerns before us, we settled on giving Robert Pavel Oimeke as picking him as the candidate for ODM for Bonchari. So this is to confirm to you that he will be the person flying the flag for ODM, and we are confident that with him we will be able to persuade the people of Bonchari to give us this seat. So a number of the issues have been raised, and I want to confirm that, as you will also confirm, that the status of Mr. Oimeke is such that he qualifies to run for office, and therefore us as a party support his running for office on the ODM party. I think I'm done with that. Yeah. Now, the next thing now we want to do is to officially hand over our certificate to Mr. Oimeke. And I'd like to ask my three colleagues and EDSG to come by as we hand over. Let's move to the other side. So, yeah, I think they want to see you. So you will check, and then, is it?
Yes.
Oh, yes, this way. So this is the
COVID.
There you are. It's okay. So
They'll sanitize after that.
we will sanitize after this. So that is the certificate. So you have seen I have handed over the certificate now. I did not hand it earlier, as you had said.
Thank you very much, Chair of the Board. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate Mr. Oimeke. I forgot to introduce his wife, but he will let us be acquainted with her briefly. So I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the party to congratulate you for being the official candidate of the ODM party in Bonchari, and to pledge the support of the entire party as you go to seek for the people's mandate in Bonchari, and to assure you that we will be with you there on the ground, as you know, to help you in that endeavor. So I want to take this opportunity to welcome you, to say a few things to the media, and of course also introduce us to your wife, and then I will take questions. All questions will be addressed to me. Sawa, asante sana. Karibu.
Thank you very much, the Secretary General, ODM, the Elections Board Chair, and the Commissioners. First of all, I want to thank ODM Party for taking us through this process that has been very transparent, as you have heard. And I want to say that ODM is a very, very organized party. The way they have conducted the process is quite commendable. Number two, I just want to thank our party leader, Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, for creating such a strong party, and we are going to make it stronger. To the people of Bonchari, we coming to the ground, I want us to work together to make sure that Bonchari develops. We create a future for our children. If you look at Kisland, we don't have a lot of land. The land is actually not there. So the leader who is chosen by the people of Bonchari must have strategies to ensure that our children and grandchildren have a future. You cannot have all people employed by the government or by the private sector. So we are coming, and I believe that the Bonchari people are going to choose. And finally, I want to say that we are urging the people of Bonchari, we want a peaceful non-confrontational election. We want to ensure that people enjoy the process, not where there is violence. And therefore, the party, I want to thank you very much for trusting me to deliver Bonchari for the ODM party. As you are aware, in Kisii, we don't have any MP from the party. But I believe come 18th May, we will be having the first MP in this term who is an ODM party member. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I actually forgot. I'm accompanied by my dear wife, Mrs. Kellen Oimeke. She's come to give me support. Thank you very much.
Asante sana. Are there any questions? Yes. Yes, we are 100% confident because, as you know, I am also a lawyer who understands that under the laws of this country, people are presumed innocent until proven guilty. We also take refuge in the decision of the High Court in the case involving the president and the current president and deputy president in 2013, where in fact the court saw no reason to bar anyone from running for office because of any matters that are pending before the courts. We have looked at all these circumstances, and I want to make one thing very clear, that in fact the ODM party constitution provides for 4 methods of identification of a candidate. I have seen that there has been an inordinate focus on party primaries as if it is the only way to select a candidate. We as ODM, of course, do not like to compare ourselves with any other party, but of course these questions are not posed to any other political party. I have it on good record that in fact in Bonchari, none of the political parties there have conducted a primary yet. But the questions are only being directed at us because, as the ED likes to remind me, ODM is measured by a different standard. So our party rules provide for consensus, they provide for delegate system of identification of a candidate, they provide for universal suffrage, and they also provide for mediated ways of identifying a candidate. In the circumstances of Bonchari and the people that we are up against, it was the view of the party and on advice of the consultant that the chair of the board referred to, that this was the best way in the circumstances of Bonchari to identify a candidate. So all these things are within the rules and regulations of the ODM party. Any other question? Thank you very much. Inamaanisha kimeeleweka, si ndio? Asante sana. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Kazi sasa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations. All the best.
Thank you. Sawa sawa. Ako wapi rafiki yangu? Sioni I don't see any of my friends here. Waja huyu, unajua leo ni Friday. Mwanzo